My name is George Wachiuri, and I'm a family man. I have 3 children, 2 handsome, wonderful boys, and a beautiful girl. I am the CEO of Optiven Group, and we thank God that the journey has been a journey of 20 years. The first 10 years was not easy because I remember that even before starting business, I was brought up by a single mother. And I come from a very dry place in Kenya, in Africa, and life was not easy because even getting the food to eat was not easy. And we are going to people's land, we till people's land, and then going to school was very, very challenging. You are in high school, half you are at home because there was no fees. By the grace of God, we went to university, and by God's grace, we are here. We got something to do, and we thank God for His faithfulness and goodness. In terms of business, I love doing real estate because real estate is real. It's about housing people across Africa, and we are empowering thousands and thousands of Kenyan people to acquire some homes for themselves. And we are very pleased to know that the company has been award-winning for quite a number of years. I'm an author. I've authored 2 books, and these 2 books, one of them is about my life story, and it's called Soaring Like an Eagle. It's a wonderful book that inspires millions of people across the globe. And I have another one for business people. I call it How to Start Small and Build an Empire. It's a green book. It's a miracle book. Can be able to help millions of entrepreneurs out there on how to manage successful organizations. I was a very, very committed person to the church, but I had not given my life to Jesus. It came a time when I went to the university. I remember it was second week, first year, and I met this vibrant Christian union witnessing to us. And I joined the Christian union, and that particular evening, I had a reflection that it's high time that I confess Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. It has been a journey of about 19 years, and I have no regrets that God has been faithful, and we thank God that those who trust in God, once you tap in God, the other things are additions. We'll be knocking at the door, and God will be opening that door. You'll be asking, you'll be receiving. Matthew 7 verse 8. It really encourages me. Of course, I worked for a few years, and then I went to business, and business was not that easy. We encountered a lot of challenges. I personally failed 15 times. You start this business, doesn't work. It leaves you worse off. And for 10 years, we were not making any money as an organization. But by the grace of God, the year 2009, God did something, and the life has never been the same. And Optiven grew, from one level to the next. And today we are talking about a company that has hired more than 400 employees. We call them partners because they own Optiven. And by God's grace, we have won several awards. This year alone, we were voted by London Stock Exchange as the company to inspire Africa. I love philanthropy because I know one thing, that all what George has is not mine. These resources belongs to the owner, and the owner is God himself. So when I do philanthropy, I'm just being a channel to support God's people out there in the world. As an organization, we have a particular vision. We say that our vision is to be pace setters in socio-economic transformation. How do we get there? We say we get there by economically and socially empowering and transforming the society. So whatever we do, the reason we rise up every morning is to inspire, to change the communities. And the money we generate through Optiven, we dedicate this 5% of this money back to the society. We run a foundation, and this is a big milestone, whereby this foundation we partner with the HIV cases. We have a home we support in Soweto slum. Soweto is a slum in Kenya, and we have hundreds of children. We dedicate some money to the older generation. We call them the senior citizens. We call it restoring the dignity of senior citizens. We go out there in the counties, whatever the small house is, we do a better house, 2-bedroom, buy a bed, a blanket, and a solar, and we also pray for them. Those who are not born again, they give their lives to Jesus. Other than that, the same 5%, we have a huge, massive scholarship program for the orphans across 47 counties in the Republic of Kenya. And these particular orphans, they become Optiven children. Other than paying fees for them, We call them to the city of Nairobi and we mentor them. We look for people out there like who are watching us to speak to these souls. And we are happy that God has been faithful to Optiven Group, has been faithful to George Wachiuri, and we are an encouragement to out there because we know that the resources that we have as an organization, these resources don't belong to us. These resources belongs to the owner. The owner is God. This kind of work to society means that we are getting these resources from society. So we are giving back, or some people call it giving forward. This year we have been enabling people who are differently abled, or people call them physically challenged. We'll be giving wheelchairs to hundreds of people across 47 counties. And when they sit on that particular wheelchair, they smile. We're also doing a lot of resources in terms of environment. We are supporting the county government to make sure that their towns are better, their environments are better, and advocating the planting of trees. As Optiven, we have planted thousands of trees across 47 counties, and we are happy to see what the 5% of our revenue, what is doing across, not only in Kenya, but across Africa.
Number one, the first P is prayer. Prayer. Develop your prayer life. The purpose. What's your vision for your church? Your own personal vision. My own personal vision is to change the world. The Optiven vision is to economically and socially empower and transform the society. Passion. Love what you do. My goodness. Love what you do. Don't do things like George. I started that business because I'm hearing friends are doing it. I failed. Love what you do. Planning. Every day, God has given us 24 hours. Do you plan per day, per hour, per week, per month?
We say that our vision is to economically and socially empower and transforming the society. And we are right here in Kiambu, whereby we are developing a man reach the place of peace, where families will come, settle here, and be able to progress to have some beautiful palatial homes. And other than doing homes, we are empowering our community through job provision. This particular project has been here for over a year, and every day there are hundreds and hundreds of workers, working for this particular project. By the end of the day, they have something to take home to their families. And not only a man reach the place of peace in Kiambu, we have over 60 projects whereby we are providing thousands of jobs to Kenyan people through real estate. And I'm happy to say that other than providing opportunities for our communities, we are also providing and participating in the Big Four agenda. More so, the agenda for housing. Optiven, we have provided over 10,000 homes for Kenyan people. And for example, this particular project, a man reach the place of peace. We are going to have about 300 families living in this particular place, only 20 minutes drive from the city of Nairobi. My legacy is to see a totally changed, transformed generation of young people. And that's why I am personally intentional to mentor them one-on-one, to mentor them online with something I do called the George Wachiuri FB Live, whereby these young people can ask questions directly. We have business clinics to inspire these people. I have a personal vision of creating over 1 million millionaires. We are very intentional. Within our organization, we get these young people, millennials, coming to work with us as we mentor them on how to do their career work, the discipline. And I'm happy that every cohort that we get, they are able to get jobs out there. And we have a model that we have initiated whereby we are telling people who are watching us, you can pick this Optiven model whereby we pick graduates from different universities. They come and work within our system, and as they work with us, we also encourage them to look for jobs or to start their businesses. And this model is working. The other day we was able to share in a higher level, and a few companies picked it up. And those who are watching us, you can just call us and we can share this model, and this model can be able to transform our young people, because at the end of the day, leadership is about inspiring other people, and we want to inspire these young people to be better than George Wachiuri, to be better than our viewers. It is possible and it is doable, because these guys are sharp, they are intelligent, and they are our children. We must mentor them. So mentorship for me as George Wachiuri is very key. I run a very vibrant YouTube TV called George Wachiuri YouTube, and this YouTube is things to do with encouraging these people, inspiring them, spreading the word of God with them, and I have seen a lot of transformation with these young people. Let me say that we thank God for this particular very humble program, because the first cohort, 80% they got jobs. There, some went to the UN, others went to do their own business, and I'm so excited to see this particular program, because if all of us we can pick it up. In Kenya, we have about 1.7 million companies. If half of these can pick this particular program, we can be able to sort out the issue of unemployment once and for all. And I ask our viewers out there, speak to us. We can be able to share the program, and we can replicate this particular program, and we can change these young guys, because these are our children. We must transform them. And for me as George Wachiuri, I even give time every Thursday, one-on-one mentorship. They can come and ask me questions, because some of us, we failed so many times, we had no mentor. So mentorship is key for me as a person, as an organization, and I'm happy that the people I interact with, I also spread the same gospel that let's lift these people. Life is about lifting other people up. They say the journey of an entrepreneur like George Wachiuri is not to make money. That's a very small goal. The journey or the duty of an entrepreneur is to create opportunities for other people. Life is about others. It's not about I, me, and myself. It's about others. Leadership is about inspiring other people. It's about developing others. Leadership is about leading from the front. Leadership is about influencing others for success. A good leader has personality of courage, clear vision, and ambition to succeed. A good leader has passion, humility, and a good leader is decisive. I quote my favorite author, John Maxwell, who said, a good leader develops resources and manages people, but a great leader develops people and manages resources. God bless you.